The idiots are at it again. And I don't mean the cable thieves. The cable thieves are not the idiots. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is a band of idiots. This is a problem that's trying to solve itself. You trying to tell me, instead of sending that clueless, bungling jackass Fitzgerald Hines to offer $100,000 reward to lock up the thieves, that you can't regularize this? You trying to tell me we so stupid? You trying to tell me TSTT doesn't understand that they don't need these cables and the people that do regularize it? You trying to tell me we're so idiotic that we don't know that we could give out contracts to people to clear these cables off the poles and let them keep the cable? Just regularize it, put safety in place. Why send that bungling idiot Fitzgerald Hines to talk about paying $100,000 to people who taking down the cables when, believe it or not, we want these cables down? We want the cables down. These cables serve no purpose anymore. We've gone fiber optic. This was TSTT old cables. But because we have nobody in charge of nothing, nothing gets done properly. So you have an idiot like Fitzgerald Hines taking responsibility for solving a problem that's trying to solve itself. And when you put an idiot into the conversation, it makes it worse. Why doesn't that idiot talk to Flo about this? Flo has made a mess of the whole country, and this is the easiest, prettiest one that I found. But Flo should be forced to take that down. Flo shouldn't be allowed to park cables and wait. This is madness. But it's idiots in government. It's idiots in office. We have cables on this pole here that do not serve any purpose anymore. We have cables on these poles here, from now defunct cable companies whose job it is to take those down. We need proper government in Trinidad and Tobago. The country runs like a latrine pit because we put these jackass idiots in office. So who is the Minister of Public Utilities, and you telling me he can't sit with TSTT and come up with a plan to regularize the removal of the copper cables? It obviously has a demand so it could pay for itself. It's called self-liquidating. Christ! Why are there only idiots in our government? You trying to tell me that this cable has so much value, people are willing to risk their lives getting electrocuted, risk their freedom getting arrested? It has so much value. You can't transform that value into labor. You can't cut a deal with people and give sections to people and regularize them. Run these wires on a TNTEC or TSTT pole. They should be paying money to TNTEC or TSTT. That is how it is done in the civilized world. And that money will be used to maintain the poles and to take down the defunct cables that we no longer need. So it could have never come to this. Because when we switch to fiber optic, we pull the fiber optic wires. Why didn't we take down the copper cables at the same time? Because we don't care. Because we have idiots in office. Because we, the voters, have choices of racist idiots. And so we choose a race idiot that looks like my race. When what we have always needed is people in government who understands there are solutions to problems worldwide. Success leaves clues. Follow those clues. So the idiots in office are offering a reward now to stop the people from taking down the cables when we need the cables to come down. Isn't that a jackass solution? Why don't we hire people who understand, who could easily say, you know what, I will work with these people. This has created an industry. Instead of criminalizing them, let me regularize them. How about that? How about Keith Rowley being fired? How about Kamla being set out to pasture? How about a parliament of people who understand problem solving? How about solutions? How about real governance? How about we stop voting race so we stop having to live with crap like this so every single thing in the country doesn't become a problem?